appropriate strategy. Whatever the threat from the Chinese apps, India needs a better approach to tech regulation. So India is actually facing some threats from the Chinese apps, and it needs to take a proper approach towards it. The blocking of 100 more Chinese mobile applications suggests that the Indian government, not for the first time in recent months, wants to make it amply clear that it will not shy away from leveraging its position as a massive market for technology in dealing with potentially dangerous geopolitical issues. So India has recently blocked more than hundreds of Chinese apps, and it's not the first time. India has done it many times, and every single time it is trying to say that um, I am not. For example, I am India, and it says that I am not shy. I am not shy of being the world's most huge market for technology. That's what it's saying every time. That's what it says every time. It's also making itself amply clear. Amply clear means extremely clear. Massive market for technology in dealing with potentially dangerous geopolitical issues. So it is also saying that this may affect the geopolitical issues happening between India and China. Geopolitical issues means the issues over the places, whether it belongs to a particular country or this country or that country. Since June, when border tensions between India and China turned ugly, the government has still now stepped in thrice to block many Chinese applications in one go. Since June, there have been many border fights have been happening between China and India, and from that point, India has banned several Chinese apps, and this is the third time of doing that. In the latest taxation on Wednesday, it blocked 118 apps, including the widely popular gaming app PUBG, as well as WeChat Work and Baidu, owing to see being owing to these being prejudicial to sovereignty and public order, to sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security of state and public order. So we just read it, right? This is the third time India has done it, and this time it has done more than 100 apps. The exact value is 118 apps. It has banned 118 times 118 apps this time. Um, one of those apps which are banned is PUBG. It is a popular gaming app. Um, Along with PUBG, it also banned WeChat Work and Baidu. Owing to these being, the reason of these is owing to means because of. So the reason of banning these apps is prejudicial to sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security state and public order. So India has banned those because of some security reasons. Over 200 Chinese apps, which were accessed by millions of Indian users, have been blocked in all till date. So until now, 218 apps were banned. Those millions of people use those 200 apps in India. The decision has been taken based on several complaints. A press release said of these apps stealing and surreptitiously transmitting users' data in an unauthorized manner to servers which have locations outside India. So the reason for this so the reason for banning this there are many complaints. The one of them they gave it here. Um, according to the media release, according to the press release, they said that some of these apps are sending the users' data to some locations which are located outside of India. So they got afraid and they banned all these apps. It could be argued that loss of access to Indian market will sharply affect the ambitions of the internet gains emerging from China. But it remains to be seen if this tech side, but it remains to be seen if this tech side intervention is effective as a counter in geopolitical fight. Um, it could be argued that loss of access to Indian market will sharply affect the ambitions of internet giants emerging from China. So as India banned the apps like PUBG, Baidu and WeChat work, China may be in loss. And not only it may be in loss, but the future apps which it has made to give to India or to give to the world, in that case it obviously loses a point, right? Because India has banned all the apps from China, most of the apps from China, and even those apps are going to be, and even those apps which are made by China are probably going to be banned. So it has a loss. And the other point is that now India may gain a point. India may gain some advantage as it blocked some of the Chinese apps. So India may gain an advantage in geopolitical issues which happened between India and China. So as India blocked those apps, it could easily take over some land or do something. Also, how far can India go to keep the Chinese players who are well entrenched in the global tech supply chain of the Indian market without prejudicing its own growth? So the author is again saying that how far can India restrict these apps of China? And China is such a country that has created many good apps to the that has created many good apps and gave to the world of the Indian market without prejudicing its own growth. So if apps don't come to India, India will only face loss, right? Because if it doesn't come, probably even the technology doesn't grow. It is difficult to argue against decisions that are taken on the plank of national security, especially one arrived by invoking government's power under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act, a section upheld by the courts previously. So, it would be difficult to argue against decisions that are taken on the plank of national security. Means, if someone takes a decision, if someone takes a decision which relates to the security of the nation, that decision would be hard to argue with, especially when arrived at by invoking the government's power under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. And especially this act would be very hard to argue with. 69A of the Information Technology Act, a section upheld by the courts previously, and this was previously created by the courts. But it would be well argued that the Indian approach should have followed due process, where the focus was on ensuring compliance with the law. So now the approach which India took against China looks a bit harsh, right? It can't just it might be wrong to just ban all the most of the apps from China. The author says that it should have rather followed the law of India and do as it says. Compliance means to do as someone says. So compliance of law means to do as the law says. Where the focus was on ensuring compliance with the law. Instead, the Indian response to complaints has been straight away block these apps en masse. So, but India didn't do that, right? India has directly blocked those apps. Meanwhile, millions of Indians who are engaging with these platforms, some gainfully, have to scramble for alternatives. So many of this depend on these apps for the livelihood and also make gains from it. For example, the gamers which we see in YouTube, they would need to search for they will need to search for other apps instead of PUBG, WeChat work or Baidu. So as they have been gone now, they have to search for those types of apps and continue their career in that app. To add to this, the data protection law, a dire need in this age, is not yet there. All this does not bode well for a country with aspirants of a global leadership of tech, an industry which thrives on global networks and rules. So, to add to this, means moreover, the data protection law, a dire need in this age, is not yet there. So, there is a law known as data protection law, and And this situation, we need it the most, but the problem is we don't have it from ages. All this does not bode well for a country which with aspirations of global leadership of tech. So, in such a country like India, the action which Indian government took against China, it does not signal a good future for India. Ironically, which China, which for years has unleashed widespread censorship of information and kept apps from outside of its internet, has found a rare chance to take the moral high ground. Um, so, um, so now China has so, so, so China is actually a country which makes or creates many useful apps and sends and makes it available for the countries all over the world. And other thing which it also does it does not allow the apps. It does not allow most of the apps from the other countries into its country. It creates its own. It creates clones of those such type of apps. So in such a country like China, so for such a country like China, now China has got a moral high ground. So means it got advantage against India. We'll be seeing what that advantage is. It has criticized India's move, accusing it of abusing the concept of national security. So we discussed about taking an advantage, right? And this is the advantage. So China has complained on India that it is abusing its power. It is abusing its power by by saying this on the concept of nation security, means by keeping by shielding itself with the term nation security, it's abusing its power. The last thing India needs is to be compared with China as far as its internet regulation goes. It certainly needs a more considered approach to tech regulation. So the same thing again. India needs to change its approach and should come from a approach which follows the law. Thank you.